Well, breath is always accompanying us, no matter what we're doing. So it's nice to make it conscious as we sink into the still pond that we are of our being. Allowing breath to take you down, down. And it takes gathering up all the molecules that might have been leaning forward and listening and paying attention and seeing and looking with your eyes. And so we're gathering up all that outward leaning energy and bringing it back in. And so you feel your body being here. And the breath is coming and going. And with the out breath, all that wants to go has a chance to go. There's no need to hold on to anything, no agreements, nothing to do right now, nothing to be. Breathing in and breathing out and releasing. Allowing the mind to settle and giving permission for the mind and thoughts just to come and go as they please. Thoughts are not a problem. They're allowed to be. We're not going to be manufacturing silence. We're just opening up to the silence that is already here. And you can ask yourself, is it not still already? Is it not still already? And thoughts, they come spontaneously and they rise and fall within the stillness. They don't disturb. Nothing can disturb. Is it not still already? Regardless of what thoughts are coming and going and sensations are here, sounds. And mind can even look at itself and say, is it not still already? And body can look at itself and ask, is it not still already? And what doesn't feel still is allowed to be. It's allowed to be. Mind is allowed to be. Thoughts coming and going, allowed to be. Whatever's taking place in the body, allowed to be. And just notice that everything is rising and falling within this state of awareness, the natural state of awareness. Clear, open, and silent. That's the natural state of awareness. Clear, open, and available, and silent. And it includes thoughts. Thoughts come and go within this vast, spacious awareness, rising and falling. Anything that comes, anything that goes, any trace that seems to remain, rising and falling, and allowed to be, and allowed to disappear without manufacturing anything, making anything happen. There's no doing. And simply noticing. The silence is noticing itself here. Noise is impersonal. All sound and internal noise is all impersonal. And thoughts come spontaneously. It's just movement, movement within silence. It's not you thinking, actually, you are being thought. Not you doing, you are being done. Thinking and feeling all coming and going. What is the natural state of awareness? clear, open, silent, includes thoughts, includes everything that's coming and going. And allow relaxation to deepen, opening to the possibility of relaxing, allowing the body to relax in this natural state of awareness, which includes the body as it is. Not looking for silence. If you're looking for it, ask yourself, is it not still already? The practice of letting go of interfering with what is happening, a foundation of quiet that allows for and includes everything coming and going. Whatever little bit of control that might still surface of wanting things to be a certain way, letting that be, let that come and go. Any interfering with how inclusive silence really is. How much an allowance silence is. How welcoming of you as you are silence is. Is it still here even when you feel deeply, when feeling is happening? Is it still here? Silence. It's always accompanying you no matter what you're experiencing. Is it still here? Whatever thoughts are coming and going. It's still here. The stillness. This is stillness, what I am. The stillness that allows for everything and includes everything. Is this what I am? Does it include even my not being sure? Whatever doesn't know that yet, does it include that? Whatever feels unworthy still, does it include that? The silence, the stillness, it's always here. Silence not only includes, but it also is the source of everything. It's the source of all thought, which comes spontaneously. You're being thought, you're not thinking. It's the source of all feeling, all sensing, coming and going. You're not feeling, you're not sensing. It's the source. Not only the space of allowance, it's also the source of you. You're not apart from it. It's the source of you. The source of you looking for yourself. The source of you finding. The source of you being lost. The source of you waking up. Always, always here, stable. When mind moves, it does not move. It's always here, stable, grounded. Comes out of it, the source of you, and returns to source, rising and falling. All thoughts come spontaneously from source and fall, disappear. All ideas of yourself rise and fall. And the natural state of awareness includes your thoughts, includes you as you are, because it's the source of everything. You're not apart from the source. You are source. Creation dancing, birthing, and dying every moment. This thought, this feeling, aware of silence, the stillness, all of it is that knowing itself. There is no separation in truth. It's just source feeling what it's feeling, sensing what it's sensing. Even the sense of you is source rising and falling. Movement and stillness. Movement in stillness. No grasping, just allowing. If there's any grasping, that rises and falls. And the habit of grasping can be let go of, relaxing more deeply into that as that. Stillness is not going anywhere. You don't have to grasp it. It's not an experience, but it can be experienced. It doesn't go anywhere, even if you lose the grasp of it, the sense of it. It's still there, slowly teaching you that it doesn't go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. It's always there. Stable stillness, foundation of your being, this silence. What is unmoving and what contains all movement, the source of all coming and going. It doesn't go anywhere when you forget it, and it doesn't do anything different when you remember. It's just being remembered. It's being recognized by that. It's self-recognition, self-recognizing its own nature. Self seeing itself. Self aware that it's aware. Self exploring itself and waking itself up, knowing that it's always here, making that conscious silence, stillness, source, being, always here, not separate. Anything feels separate, is that too? That rises and falls. Always here. Your mind comes and goes, thinking, thoughts passing in the vast sky of being. No disturbance. Thought does not disturb silence. Thought rises and falls within and from source. It's part of it. It's part of creation. Creation thinks about itself, apparently. Feeling as part of creation. And feelings come and go. It doesn't disturb silence, its source. And there are not two things taking place. It's just one thing. It's that. That is feeling, that is thinking, that is silence. Not two. Everything rises and falls within its own nature. You rise and fall within nature, true nature, the idea of you. And rather than allow for your breath to participate, and if anything wants to be released, it won't disturb. This that you are includes breath and releasing, letting go of all ideas, of any ideas that interfere. all beliefs that you're not this. Rise and fall. The natural state of awareness is inclusive because it is itself everything that rises and falls. Nothing you can think, feel, do is outside of itself. Even the idea of being a doer is part of its nature. And it wants you to know this, you that knows, to be unshakable. This is what you are. This inclusive, the totality. Nothing separate. Even the idea of something being separate is allowed to be, but nothing separate. Everything is that. Everything. And allow that to permeate and penetrate your consciousness and all your body and your mind. Let it wash over and through you, discarding anything that doesn't belong any longer. Everything is that. I am that. Everything's that. Even not really fully believing that is that. Until it's really, really done. Let this be your mantra, your prayer for yourself. That is praying itself into being. That is praying itself to be fully awakened to the truth of its true nature, consciously here. So nothing ever disturbs its own knowing. Until everything's done. You as you are. Don't have to change. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to do, become anything. Just as you are right now. It's Source doing itself here. Feeling as it feels. And anything that doesn't know that yet or believe it is allowed to be. Because stillness doesn't insist. It's very graceful, full of grace. And it will patiently wait with you as you. Until something relaxes. silence. Always with you, silently here, accompanying you until everything comes home with understanding. Opening and understanding. Reminder that silence is the source of all thought, all movement, and all confusion. And confusion gets to relax and open without pressure. Because it is itself. It's made from its own source. So there's no pressure from source. Confusion rises and falls and disappears again. Relaxing the need to know ourselves in a certain way. It's just a defense. Confusion can be a defense. And relaxation supports letting go. There's no need to defend. Your opening, this opening is your very own self. Self to self. It's never been apart from you. The idea of you is relaxing. The idea of you is a defense to this, that you are. And there's no need. There's no need to have defense. The invitation's always here. Let go, it says, into this that you are. This has been created, and now it's time to relax again into this. No need to have a feeling of being a self, separate self. There's no need, it says, because it's been operating all along. It's been created by source and that separate self sense, and There's no need for it. It's just a resistance, a little movement of resistance in the vast space of stillness, believing in itself, afraid to let go. That can be honored. It is honored, but it's not needed. And there's no pushing, no forcing. You can tell. It's an invitation. Are you ready? Is this ready? To disappear into the vastness and let that live. Let this live. It's always been living, but without the veil of misunderstanding. It's inviting that veil to relax. That movement, that small movement in space and stillness of the me sense. It's just a movement within the self, believing that it's needed. And letting it be there as long as it wants, but being aware of it, being aware of that movement in vastness space, that it's there, the separate self sense. You can tell it has some solidity to it, some vibration to it, and it's welcomed to be. It's allowed to be because it's always been welcomed. It's just the self sense. That it's not needed anymore for functioning. Maybe it was maybe never needed, but it arose, however it arose. But functioning has been always happening. And it's just been causing pain now because that's what waking up is about, is realizing there's a separate self and it hurts. And it's dissipating, it's disappearing back into source, which created it, by just being aware of it. You don't have to do anything. You're just aware. The separate self sense, it's whatever it is. Doesn't really matter, it's just there. And that which created it is undoing it. It was a way to function for a while, but it's not needed anymore. Point of reference, that got to be taken to be real. It's not needed. But you let that take care of it. It knows what it's doing. And it's there as long as it needs to still be there, dancing itself out. But it's unwinding. Everything created returns back to source. That's the nature of things. All creation goes through its dissolution period. stars and universes, Mother Earth, our own sun, our bodies, all thoughts. And same thing with this eye sense. It gets rises and then it falls while we're here in a body. And that's what realization is that it's not needed to be here functioning. That eye sense is slowly dissolutes until it's replaced by that. That has always been doing everything. The understanding of that. I hand it over to awareness, the natural state of awareness. Just trust that it knows what it's doing. Because it is itself. You are that. So letting go is a very important part. That's part of what you can do until it's done, is letting go, relaxing. Letting go takes relaxing, opening in trust. It knows what it's doing. This that you are knows what it's doing. And always did. This I sense is dissipating and will be dissipating more and more over time. And that's what's happening. That's the waking up journey. It's source, returning to source. Source creates and returns back. It creates, everything rises and falls, including this I sense. Rises and falls while being here. And that's what we call awakening. And that's what you are wanting for yourself. And that's the self that's wanting it. What you're wanting is what self wants. One wanting. So slowly and gently, we're going to return back to being aware, awareness, being aware of the body. It helps ground it into being here with one's ears and eyes. Slowly noticing the breath and allow for the release of whatever wants to go with the out breath. Yeah. And if your body wants to move a bit, it can. Let the natural intelligence of the body express itself. And it knows how to harmonize as source. The body knows how to harmonize and care for itself. That's the natural state. You know, it's the best description for living reality. It's the natural state. And your true nature is part of the natural state. And your true nature is calling you home. And that's what spiritual seeking is all about, being called home. That is calling itself home. So you relax into the river, okay? Even noticing resistance along the way is part of it. And just learning how to let go, relax. The drop disappearing into the ocean again. You've heard of that, right? The drop disappearing in the ocean. And it came out of the ocean and imagined itself as a drop. Well, it gets, all rain is coming out of the water that is here, being recycled. And drops come back down into the ocean, into the streams, to the earth, Mother Earth, returning eventually back to sea. And then the drops get from the clouds, come back, absorbed moisture and recycles. So there is a whole cycle to life. Creation likes to birth itself and return. It's a full cycle. And that's what's happening here, is the return. The drop gets heavier and heavier as it gets closer to its destination of being one with Source again. I feel the heaviness in our group room right now, the nice heaviness of Source, returning to Source, being reclaimed. You've always been me. I am you. Just everything that you are is me. There's no separation. It never has been. And anything you can imagine that's separate is me. Imagining that until it's all done. And there's big exhalation. Home. Home again. That's all it is going back home and being home. Living as home. How scary can that be? So it's just a story that we tell ourselves that we're anything that we're about is not part of Source, one with it. It's a story. Not waking up, the word waking up is appropriate when it comes to remembering that these are all stories that's believe in itself. Consciousness, awareness, whatever, wakes up to itself. Don't worry about all the words. You know what's happening. And so time is created from Source itself. Time is created. And it puts this body into time, and the idea of a separate self sense into time, and returning back to Source and remembering itself into time. That's the spiritual journey. You just don't forget. Just don't forget. Even when it feels like forgetting's happening, remember, even when forgetting's happening and it feels kind of dim, try to remember this is source feeling dim. This is source forgetting. This is that. I am that. So you make it all conscious. It's making itself conscious. There's no you there. You is just a word that we've created, and it divides, it separates. Go beyond words and deeper than words. You is the sea. You is not the drop. The drop is believing in a you. And it feels like a drop until it doesn't. It's okay to have a little smile appear. Somewhere there, somewhere inside, maybe in the stomach or the heart, a little smile. It sort of enjoys this little forgetting game. There's something that sort of enjoys it. And when there's a little smile somewhere, it's remembering not to be so serious about it. There's something that's enjoying the journey of remembering. That all the little ahas that come are fun and enjoyable. And the having it and losing it, the hide and seek game. And waking up to it all. You wake up to it, making it conscious. You don't have to worry about prolonging it by having some enjoyment. The enjoyment is that is the self coming through, piercing the veil and saying, this is the journey itself is there's something happening here. There's something to consciousness waking up to all of itself, all its recesses, all its hidden corners. There's something to it. The light of awareness shining, illuminating all the mansions inside. As Saint Teresa de Avila, God has many mansions, many rooms in this mansion. All these rooms inside of you get illuminated.